Hey guys, it's Derek Okahashi. Today we're going to show you around Mililani. So there's two parts to Mililani. Mililani Town, which is across the H2 freeway that way. And there's Mililani Mauka, which is where we are. My wife is a teacher right up the street. I live here. We're buying a house a few blocks that way. My kids go to school here. There's a cool place to get beer right across the street. So we're going to tell you all about it. And at the end, we're going to show you a spot in Mililani Town that honestly I didn't even know existed. And I think most locals don't know that it exists either. This is the first intersection, right, when you come into this community. The traffic actually gets bad. So if you're gonna move to Hawaii, or if you already live in Hawaii and on Oahu and you're gonna live here, just know when it's non-COVID time and traffic is normal, this thing can line up all the way around the corner and it can take you 10, 15 minutes just to get out of this section. So that's something to consider if you're gonna live here. A lot of people do wanna live here because of the highly rated elementary schools. If you go on great schools and all of those sorts of things, I believe these two elementary schools are rated like number 4 and number 7 in the state. It's a sought after subdivision here in Hawaii. Know that there can be a traffic issue depending on where you are, and that's something to navigate when you're choosing where you are in this community. Hey guys, so we're here at Rec 7, or Recreation Center 7 in Mililani Mauka. It's raining, so you know what, perfect. Let me turn these windshield wipers off. One of the things about Mililani Mauka and Mililani in general, it rains more than other parts of the island. So if you look at Ewa Beach, which is flatland, kind of like our desert area, it doesn't get as much rain. In this rec center in Rec 7, there is a basketball court, indoor basketball court, a heated pool, above ground jacuzzi, Starbucks, like modified Starbucks. They sell shave ice and little pastries and Starbucks. You can sit down and your kids can play at the park. There's like a jungle gym area. Also a business office center, so a place where you can use the internet. Everyone who lives in Mililani, whether you're renting or you're buying, everyone gets to use these facilities. We're gonna check out some other rec centers in the video as well. But I wanted to show you guys Rec 7, and we'll try to get you guys some better footage on a walkthrough a little later when it's not raining so bad. Right across from Rec 7 is Mililani Ike Elementary School. Look up the information yourself, one of the top rated elementary schools in the state. Mililani Ike is, serves about half of Mililani Mauka. And Mililani Mauka Elementary School, which is where my wife works at, where she's at right now, serves the other half of Mililani Mauka. Hey guys, so it kind of stopped raining. This is the nature of Mililani Mauka. But one of the things I wanted to point out is if you're moving to Hawaii, and whether you're renting or buying, there's in Mililani Mauka, there's 3 or 4 main townhome communities that people end up in, if that's their price range. If you're moving into single family homes, because that's what you need or want for your family or yourself, there's a couple of neighborhoods. So Destiny in Mililani Mauka, and there's one called Ho'aloha Ike, which is up the street. But Destiny, there's Destiny 1, 2 near the middle school, and then Destiny 3 here. And I actually happen to be buying a house right down the street over there. Kind of looks like the one behind me. So point being, if you're looking for more affordable, because Mililani Mauka can very easily get into the 900,000s, $1 million, over $1 million. So entry-level homes in Mililani Mauka, look at Destiny Homes. Mililani Mauka Shopping Center. There's some cool places to eat and get a beer and stuff over here. Oh, Tesla. Tesla's gonna hit me. So Saito and Pho, so kind of Japanese, Vietnamese spot, I believe. Yukaku is a Japanese restaurant here. And one of the ones here, let me turn so the camera can really get it. Right over there is Taps and Apps. So Hawaii doesn't have maybe the beer scene of Oregon or Colorado or something like that, but we do have some craft beer. And if you're at Mililani, then you're probably gonna be checking out Taps and Apps. If you bank at Navy Federal, there you go. One of the things about Taps and Apps too, they do like a trivia night. So there's live music all the time. Cool spot. Can get your boba drink over there. Heli gas station over here. It's not the cheapest, but definitely convenient. Right now, $3.19 a gallon. Over here, there isn't as much as with the Starbucks is right there. We're just passing it. There's a place called Rise and Shine Cafe. Honestly, I've never eaten there, but I think it's just like a local style diner. Portuguese sausage, eggs and rice. L&L Hawaiian Barbecue, which is the quintessential plate lunch. And then my wife gets her hair done at this place called Bravo Salon. Guys, so look, Long's Drugs. If you're not from Hawaii, I think I might have mentioned this in another video. Long's is bought out by CVS, I believe. But Long's Drugs is such a part of Hawaii culture that CVS didn't change the name. That's where people go to buy like their slippers or local candies, and Long's Drugs is a staple in our culture. So when you get here, if you remember like, oh, they used to have Long's in California or something, they kept it here because Hawaii people would revolt without their Long's Drugs. Probably the best spot to eat in Mililani Mauka. If you're eating in Mililani Mauka, it's in this shopping center because it's the only place. Pokestop. Pokestop is the spot. Super good everything. I think I had one thing I didn't like from there, like some kind of weird fried noodle chicken thing, but other than that, everything's super good, fresh, good service. They're pretty cool too. So for the guys, you want to be a good husband, check out Mililani Mauka Florist. They're also really good. I've gotten stuff from my wife there. There's another little like shopping center kind of thing here. Most of it's like dentist and stuff over there. But my dentist and my kid's dentist is there actually. But the thing I wanted to show you is right here. This is Rec 5, I believe. But anyways, it's one of the 7 rec centers in Mililani, and this one is just for parties. So people have their graduation parties, the baby's first birthday. If you're just, you know, for whatever reason, 50th anniversary, you can rent this place out. And you can also rent out the other rec centers too if you're either any kind of resident in Mililani. If you're a renter or an owner, you can use all the rec centers. That's the party one. Now we're transitioning to Mililani Town. We're going over the H2, so we'll probably bring something up on the map here. The difference in Mililani Town and Mililani Mauka, Mauka means towards the mountains. So one thing is Mililani Mauka is higher up the hill and towards the mountains. But the other thing, Mililani Town, I believe Castle and Cook was the developer that broke ground in like the early 70s. So most of the homes you see built between mid 70s to late 80s at the most. I don't know if there are any 90s builds on a macro scale in Mililani Town. So between the late 80s into the 90s, there was a bit of a gap because that's when they started Mililani Mauka and the homes weren't built yet. So Mililani Mauka, I think the oldest home you're gonna see was built in like 1995, and a lot of the builds are early 2000s, like mid 2000s. So yeah, that's the difference. So in Mililani, I wonder if there are any, you can kind of see over there, or you see over there in Mililani Town, one of the things, and this is a symbol of Hawaii construction, you see jealousy windows. So those are the louver windows that you kind of turn and they close, or you crank or whatever. Because these homes are 70s built, that was very normal in Hawaii, and there was no central air for sure. In Mililani Mauka, there's not a house with jealousy windows unless they put the jealousy windows in. So for me, because I do not do cockroaches, that's an important thing for me. I mean, the jealousy windows should keep out the cockroach, but in my head, the roach is gonna get through those windows, so I don't like them. This is Recreation Center 1, or Rec 1. How is that pool? And how are those slides? So you have to be a certain height, I believe, and then I think the main thing is you have to pass the swim test. So they have you, they have the kids swim. If you can see the pool right there where it gets longer across, they have them swim across the pool and at the lifeguard station. And if your kid can make that swim, you get to go down that slide. So Rec 1 is super cool. One of my kids' favorite spots. See that sign over there? I was living on the mainland for a long time, and then we were always gonna move home. And then when our kids started elementary, or was going to start elementary, we came home. Look, for your keiki. Keiki means children. I don't know, there's something about the way in Hawaii we nurture our young people, have them kiss their auntie on the cheek, shake uncle's hand, hug uncle, just show respect. On May Day, which is a day, on May 1st, at the beginning of May, kids are wearing leis and aloha shirt and doing performances. And there's just something about the way we nurture our children. I just wanted to show you guys that sign. One of the elementary schools here in Mililani. Now we're turning into Mililani Town Center. This is really the focal point of Mililani in terms of shopping, eating. It's like a little mini mall And we're gonna get out and walk too. We're just gonna do this drive-by first. Whoa, take it easy. See the waves? And we talked about that. In Hawaii, everyone gives the wave, the shaka. Yeah, so times, they have like a good brisket if you catch it early. California Pizza Kitchen, which most people in Hawaii just say CPK. I would imagine on the mainland they say that too, right? All kinds of places to eat in there. There's a UFC gym, so yeah, one of the big things is where you're gonna work out, right? So there's a CrossFit in Waipio, which is not too far from here. There's a few martial arts places, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Longs drugs again. Longs is a part of Hawaii culture. Oh, this Bank of Hawaii is new actually. They've been building this for a while. There's a bunch of fast food places, you know, there's a Taco Bell over there, Jack in the Box right here. Raising Cane's, which I guess was from the mainland, it's newer to Hawaii. There's a Chili's, movie theater. So right now it's COVID time, so I think they have started letting limited number of people back into the theaters. Five Guys, there's a Panda Express in there, Shabu Shabu place. City Mill is here for your construction needs. And of course there's a Starbucks and a Jamba Juice. Baskin Robbins, I don't know, for me, I'd definitely rather get some kind of local, better ice cream, but not to hate on the Baskin Robbins. There's Walmart there. In some places in the mainland, like when I was in California, in the area I was in, Walmart wasn't that common. Like people didn't really like Walmart, so Target was really able to kind of dominate that market. In Hawaii, we have two Targets on this island, I believe. And no, we have three because we have the one Ala Moana. So we have three Targets, and Walmart is a staple like for a lot of things. Oh, Popeye's chicken, forgot about that. For gyms in Mililani, you really have two main ones. There's the UFC gym, which has, you know, all of the stuff that like a 24-hour fitness would have for the most part. It's just all in black and red. And then there's the 24-hour fitness, which is by the other shopping center. Right up there with Long's is Zippy's. Zippy's and Napoleon's Bakery. This is a staple of Hawaii cuisine. People know the menu. You don't like, if you ask someone, what do you want from Zippy's? They don't have to ask. Everyone knows what Zippy serves. They have their signature Aloha shirts that everyone wears. There's also the bakery, so apple napples. I should avoid eating them for the sake of this video. I shouldn't do it. But yeah, Zippy's super good. Everybody loves Zippy's. Okay guys, so this one is Asagio. My wife is a pesto connoisseur and she actually really liked their pesto. And then, I don't know if I mentioned, but there's a Ruby Tuesday over there. Okay guys, so this is Mililani Town Center. This is where you're gonna do probably most of your shopping. It's just the center of Mililani. The high school is right across the street. There's a main bus stop right there. All the restaurants which we went over. Movie theaters, Walmart, everything's here. So walk around a little bit. Walk around a little bit and show you guys around. I'll put my mask on, and this is like a plus sign, right? So down this stretch, you have the movie theater, Baskin Robbins, bunch of restaurants. But one of the main things is the gym. I mentioned it a couple of times. This is where a lot of people in Mililani work out. If we go over here, it really just leads to Walmart. There's a couple of other places, I think a sandwich shop. So when it's not COVID time, there's always kids running here, jumping off the stage, the security guard telling my kids stop jumping, all of that stuff. Unfortunately, it's zoned off right now. Down that way, there's a surf shop, bank, and then a lot of food places right here. So this is the center of life in Mililani, so we just wanted to show you around a little bit.
What's your favorite place here?
Man, that's a hard question. My favorite place to eat. Like I said, Zippy's, man, Zippy's is a staple. California Pizza Kitchen's like a good fun spot too. Then you got Thai food. Man, I don't know. You know what? You know what I do like, why I like eating here? Because I have kids and the kids can run around. So I would probably say eating one of these spots like Ninja Sushi, where we can eat outside and I can just let the kids burn energy. I have two boys, so probably that. It's super good for parents, midday, evening, whatever. We took a quick detour. Wasn't planning on coming through this community. It's called Nob Hill. So if people are moving to Oahu and moving to Mililani and looking for a more entry-level townhome, this is gonna be one of the most common listings that you see. My clients actually bought one right on this strip here. I'm not gonna say which one, but yeah, we won them a house not too long ago. So the 2 bedrooms here go for over 400,000 right now, a little over 400. The 3 bedroom homes, townhomes, will go for a little over 500,000 right now. So yeah, this is a really common place because there's a lot of these. There's Nob Hill 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of them. A few of the buildings actually have ocean and Diamond Head views, so not something you get everywhere in Mililani. And one of the other things, when you're in Mililani, depending on where you are, you might only be about 10 minutes from the front gate at Schofield. So if you're military and you want to go shop at the commissary exchange, you're going to be working on Schofield, driveway to front gate, sometimes it's just 10 minutes to get to Schofield. So that's an important thing for people that are living that way. If you're going to be stationed at Coast Guard Air Station Barbers Point, then that drive is probably somewhere in the 25-minute range, but not too much traffic. And then Wheeler Army Base or Airfield, actually super close. One of the reasons you see a lot of military families living in this area, in addition to school ratings and other things like the rec centers that attract people here. And that's the splash park here at Rec 4. Super good place for the kids to burn off energy, and anyone who lives here, whether you're renting or you own, you get to use the rec center. So Rec 4 is a cool one. Come check it out. Come be my neighbor, because I live 5 minutes away. Guys, so we're here at Mari's Gardens, named after a lady named Mariko. I had never heard about this place until a few months ago. My other media friend told me about it. Kenja's been here, who's behind the camera there. They do sustainable farming. You can get stuff for your house, like landscaping stuff, soil, potters, plants, and it's like a farmer's market Monday through Saturday, I guess. You can buy the veggies that are grown here, sustainable, eco-friendly. I don't know if they're organic, we're gonna find out. But there's a store. It's my first time checking it out. I'm buying a house right now, so I need all kinds of garden stuff, so I'm super excited. And I'm bringing my kids back here, but let's go check it out. This is what I've been missing, to be honest. Oh, I'm bringing my wife back. I'm gonna buy her something. So where'd you get this? I'm gonna bring her back here with the kids. Oh, mamaki tea. And fresh eggs. Yes. What? And they're cheaper. For the Christmas party, we won some Manoa chocolate. The stuff is good, but it's for the full bar, it's $10 a bar or something like that. God, that's what I've been missing in my life. No, I'm serious. This is huge. You might not notice that I do like to eat veggies, but when in California, man, this is everywhere. It's so hard to find here. Certified organic micro broccoli. I don't even know where else you can get this in Hawaii. I didn't even know there were cacti. Is it cacti? Yeah, cacti. I don't know. I didn't even know there were all of these colors. We're just gonna walk around a little bit. My first time here, guys. So I just bought a house, right? We're gonna be landscaping and all of that stuff. I gotta admit, I'm only moderately excited about that. I'm excited, but I'd probably rather be doing something else. So, but I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna buy stuff for sure now that I know about it. But I'm more excited about the food, like the fresh veggies every day. Oh, I wanna eat it. My cousin's a farmer. She works on a farm in Kalihi Valley. So I'll have to tell her about this place. She'll probably be able to understand it more. So you can go to Rec 4, take your kids to the splash park, bring them over here, teach them about the aina, the land.
So I'm at 4 right now, so it's a nice shot. Come on in.
Oh, cool.
Welcome to Mari's Gardens. We are a 17.5 acre from the gate to the back. It is an older ag property. The family purchased it from the Watanabe family back in 2007. Fred Lau is a landscaper, nursery, farmer. Brendan graduated in 2010 from University of Hawaii Tropical Ag, turned it into farming. This was kind of their way. Not only does the landscaping and the nursery help us survive, but they wanted to do something that was a lot more efficient to bring more food here to the state. In a perfect month, we probably produce roughly about 4.5 tons of lettuce. which if a ground grower that number would not be. So the family wanted to come up with different ways to farm. Our employees average age 65 years old. Wow. They're standing upright. Yeah, we're not bending down, we're not eating dirt all day. It's a different way of farming. We're recycling, being more sustainable, and in return we get, you know, a better product. So we are USDA certified. We practice GAP practices. The majority of the back crop, which is organic, is certified organic. The lettuce is the best possible product that we can do here in Mililani. And so the family, from one family, right, purchased it from another family, and here we are. So
and so people, no doubt, this is where, like, I'm literally coming back, if not this afternoon with my wife, tomorrow.
Yeah.
But in addition to food, you can get plants for your house.
Plants, pottery, landscaping, hardscapes. We've got everything from river rocks all the way to pavers, all the way to ceramic pottery. Okay. And there's an entire open field of over 5,000 succulents.
Wow.
We have brand new plants for in and outdoor yard, and then we also have a great little market that we support local. So a lot of local vendors in our market. So yeah.
Amazing.
Come and check it out.
Thank you. Thank you. One of the things I mentioned earlier in the video, in Mililani Town, construction was mostly in the 70s and into the 80s. So in Hawaii during those times, one of the things you'd see a lot is jealousy windows. So if you look at that home over there, it has those windows that you wind up and the louvers close. And then if you look across the street at that home there, there's the typical sliding vinyl windows. So they've created a thicker wall or something to put those in. So in Mililani Town, you're gonna see a variety of those different kind of windows and different construction types. You might, the walls are thinner and things of that nature. You have these A-frames to help heat escape the house, stuff like that. And then in Mililani Mauka, it's a little bit of a different type of construction, a little more modern because it was in the 90s and stuff like that. So anyways, the other thing, since a lot of my people are on the mainland, ask you how to pronounce a word. So this street, I'll give you 3 seconds. How do you pronounce it? So remember, however Siri says it or whatever, don't listen to that. So that's Lani Kuhana. You don't have to stress the ku. That's more proper Hawaiian, but Lani Kuhana or Lani Kuhana. Okay guys, that was another one of our neighborhood tours. That was Mililani Town and Mililani Mauka, or just Mililani. Hit the subscribe button, check out all of the stuff below, contact information for me, how to get in touch with us, any real estate needs that you have or just questions about this island. I love teaching people about it, as you can see. Let us know what else you want on this channel. Any other neighborhoods you want to see, content. We're going to do stuff on how to ship your dog to Hawaii. This is just everything you need to know about Hawaii and Oahu. So please reach out to us, even if it's just to say hello. And I'll see you guys on the next neighborhood tour or video.